I think there's a misconception that you need thousands of dollars to invest. And that's not really the case, especially in 2021. And I mean, especially now in this modern day. With technology and evolution, you really can invest with like less than $10. Hey guys, Christian Mar here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here guys, the topics that I discuss on this channel involve earning, saving, and investing. In general, I just want to give you some of the best financial tips that I hope to help you become more financially confident and secure your best financial future. If that's something that you're interested in, or that's something that that sounds good to you, I wish that you'd go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos guys. And if you're coming back, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, and thanks for coming back. Today, I want to talk about how do you invest with little to no money. And I'm really excited to talk about this, because I think there's a misconception that you need thousands of dollars to invest. And that's not really the case, especially in 2021. And I mean, especially now in this modern day. With technology and evolution, you really can invest with like less than $10. And so as I go through this video, I want to let you know how you can start investing with little to no money, some of the things you can start doing to do that consistently, and just like best practices. Okay guys, so I'm going to walk through some steps here that I think, if you feel like you don't have a lot of money to invest, or you don't have a little bit of money, here are some of the things that you can do. Step 1, make room in your budget. And I don't want to say this to mean like you have to disturb your lifestyle. But if you feel like you do not have a lot of money to invest, you really need to look at your budget or look at your spending plan and see if there are one or two expenses you can either reduce or eventually cut out. And it does not have to be a lot of money. Like I said, you can invest with less than $10. And so if you can reduce an expense or cut an expense that's like 50 to 100, that's perfect. That's literally all you need. And once you do that, you will gradually get into the habit of cutting out more expenses, and you're going to convert them to your investing dollars, so you just want to get into the habit. Other things you can do, you can sell some of your personal items, you can take your tax refund. When you get like just big checks or like, free money per se, or just money from other sources that you weren't in your budget, put those towards your investing dollars. And again, those are the ways that you want to make room in your budget. Next guys, for step 2, we want to save up some seed money. So the best way to think about this, there are ways that you can, like I said, save less than $10 or save in like $50 to $100 increments, and you do have accounts for those. But for like real investment opportunities, you have some accounts that have like a minimum required deposit, and so you want to save up some seed money. So I think somewhere like $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000. Obviously you can do these through some of the ways that I mentioned in step 1, through a big tax return or a bonus or some money that comes from nowhere, like a family member or something. Or some of that money that you are making room for in your budget, you put those in a savings account and call it like a pre-investment savings, basically. I mean, to yourself, you just call it that. And once you build that up and you're getting some interest on that, it's gonna get to that point where it is seed money, and you can really open an investment account that starts to work for you in the way your money should work for you. Okay guys, so step 3, you want to maximize payroll deductions. This is going to be a little bit geared to people who have like traditional jobs where you get a paycheck every month or bi-weekly. And most people typically have their paycheck go to their checking account, but you can have your paycheck go to basically any account that you want. I mean, whether that's your employer, you telling your employer where you want to go, or you letting your bank know, hey, when I get my paycheck, take X dollars and put to this account. If you get paid bi-weekly, for example, and you take $50 out and put to that account, that's $100 a month going to that account. That's $1,200 a year. That 100 times 12 that you now have to your seed fund. If we go back to step 2, and that $1,200 basically becomes your seed fund without even you doing anything. And so now you're really ready to save and really ready to invest more so. And those are the strategies you want to put into place. It's paying yourself first. It's actually one of the best capital accumulation strategies out there. Paying yourself first and doing that automatically gets you in the position to really get ready to invest and really set yourself up for your money to work for you. And if you're not in a traditional job, you still can take the same mentality. Like I said, you don't have to do that with your employer, but you can communicate to your bank hey, once this check hits from whether it's someone that you're collecting a payment from, someone that owes you for something, for an outstanding invoice, if you're like a creative or an entrepreneur, communicate to your bank, hey, I want X dollars from this payment to go here every time I get a check, or bi-weekly or monthly. Put that direction in with your bank, so that again, you build up that seed fund, you build up that investment account. Because essentially what you want to do, you just want to get that pool ready. You want to have funds available so that you can invest. So not only, like I said, not only can employees do this, but this is for anyone. Everyone should have an account or a seed fund where you basically get ready to take those funds to invest, or you're just already putting those funds into an investment account. You know, saving automatically, investing automatically, just some of the great strategies that you want to put in place. Okay guys, so step 4, you want to start with a right retirement plan. And so if you don't have any money to invest right away, another great way to start is to have your payroll deductions go into a retirement account through your employer. So with this account, you can make direct deposits from your paycheck that is within your comfort zone. So whatever percentage of your paycheck that is, or whatever you want that you're comfortable with, you can make these direct deposits to this retirement account. The advantage here is that unlike traditional investment accounts, your contributions, you can start investing them right away. So recall step 1 and 2 talks about making that seed money, getting a pool together, and having some like minimum, which is that 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000. The contributions that you make on day 1 in your retirement account through your employer, you can start picking which investments you want to buy those in. And I also really like an employer-sponsored retirement plan if there's a matching incentive. And again, you know, when in the finance world where you hear free money, employer matching is just one of those things where you have to take the free money. Honestly, you want to take the free money. So if you decide that I'm comfortable contributing this amount, and that amount the employer says that you match, you know, take it guys, because that's gonna mean that you now have more, a larger contribution that you can now invest. And you know, depending on where you work, you want to ensure that you get all of the match that your employer provides. So whether that's 4% or 5%, make sure you contribute enough to get all of that percentage, guys, because again, it's gonna give you a larger amount to contribute, a larger amount to invest, and again, it's just free money. Now, if you're like, oh, I don't work a traditional job, blah, 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 well, you can still set up an IRA. For 2020 and 2021, I believe the limits are you can contribute $6,000 for the year. And these contributions, you actually get a tax deduction for them. And I will have a follow-up video talking about IRAs. But you know, if you watch this video and you're saying, oh, I don't have a traditional job, you can still set up a retirement plan and make contributions and get into investing. Look into it. Comment below if you have more questions about this, but I will talk about this more. So we're the last one there. Step 5, use an investment app. Again, I feel like some of these steps are targeted or weighted towards people who have traditional jobs, who are employees. But if you're like, you know, you don't get a paycheck, you're not on a payroll, you don't work through a company, you can use an investment app to make your investments. And again, if you don't have a lot of money, like I mentioned when I started this video, technology and evolution has given us so many apps now that you really can start investing with less than $10. And these apps are not gimmicks, they're legitimate investment apps that allows you to invest and grow your money. And I'm gonna tell you about a few of these. Okay, so the first app I wanna talk about is Acorns, and just their business model is brilliant. Acorns is basically a micro investing app for people that don't have a lot of money, but they know they wanna get into investing. It gives them that chance. So how it works, so the premise of the business model is that it helps you to invest with your spare change. And this is just a brilliant idea, because if you think about, you know, traditionally we buy stuff when we get loose change, and what do? We just throw it around, or we keep it and then one day we take it to the bank. Acorns is similar, where you connect your debit card, you make a purchase. So say you go to Starbucks, you make a purchase and your drink or your meal is $5.32. Acorns charges $6 to your card because it rounds it up. Remember, we're taking spare change here. That difference of $6 minus $5.32, that's 68 cents. It's gonna take that 68 cents, put it in like a pool, and once that pool gets to $5, it moves it over to the investment portion of their app, and it allows you to invest that and buy stocks or fractions of stocks, or like I said, just invest. And again, that's brilliant. Think about how many purchases you make that doesn't come out to an even dollar amount. So this gives you endless opportunity to save and invest, which is a goal that we want if you do not have a lot of money. Another popular app is Robinhood. Robinhood was one of my favorites when it came out. They've gotten a lot of backlash recently, but I still think it's a pretty good trading platform. It's good because it offers commission-free trades. And when we talk about investing with little to no money, if you can avoid fees, your money goes straight to the stocks, straight to fractional shares, straight to fractional shares, straight to ETFs. Just like it goes exactly where you want it to go. So with Robinhood, there's no minimum required to open your account. Like I said, they're commission-free trades. You can invest in stocks, ETFs. You can do cryptocurrencies in Robinhood now. Now you can also do fractional shares. So it's just Robinhood is a discount stockbroker, and I think it's just one of the players out there that still dominates in the market. So if you have the chance, check out Robinhood as well. But we're gonna move on to the next app. So the third one I'm going to talk about today is Stash. Again, these are some of the biggest ones out there, guys. I'm only going to cover these three today. So again, the last one is Stash. And Stash is just another micro investing app. I believe the minimum to join or start an investment account is $5. The cool thing about Stash is when you sign up, it gives you investment advice, gives you suggestions, and kind of suggests portfolios for you. It doesn't manage it, but it suggests based off your input and your details, these are the things that would be beneficial to your portfolio. And so I probably would categorize Stash as even more of an investment tool than an app, just because it sets you up for self-directed investing, but it gives you that guide along the way, which is just perfect for do-it-yourselfers. Again, another micro investing app, but if you have a little bit of money, you're interested in investing, and you want to get your hands into the field, Stash is just another app that I really recommend. We've come to the end of the video, and if you've made it this far, let me leave you with a few things. Don't go your whole life without investing or wishing you would have invested. Now is the time to invest, even with a little bit of money. Let me say it again. Now is the time to invest, even with a little bit of money. In all honesty, investing is mostly a matter of rearranging and prioritizing your finances. If you've ever thought about investing in the stock market and you're like, oh no, but we're in a pandemic, or oh no, I want to time it, or maybe it's gonna go up, or no, it's gonna go down. Don't think about that. If you can change your mindset to think more long term, and invest consistently, and look a few years out, get busy right now, and you will reap the rewards. You honestly will reap the rewards. Get busy right now. And I know it may be a little bit difficult to wrap your head around the fact that you can invest with a little bit of money, but a lot of people started this way. If you don't start with a little bit of money, you'll never get to the point where you want to get started by having a lot of money. If you get started with a little bit of money, that amount is going to grow, and then you're going to transition to better brokers, larger brokers. But if you don't get started right now, you will never get to the point where you want to get started at all. You won't get there. Between these investment apps, among 7 apps, among these investment apps, among retirement accounts, budgeting, and all these steps that I mentioned today, if you take these into consideration and you get started now, investing with little money is very possible. And so guys, we've come to the end of this video. If any of this resonates with you guys, share this with a friend. Like and comment on this video. If you know anyone that's interested in investing and they're like, oh, but I don't have the money, send this video to them. They need to hear this. Investing with a little bit of money is very possible, and you will see some traction. Again, if you have any concerns, make sure to comment below, let me know. But thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.